So guys, this is why you're finding it hard to blend your bass to your drums. It's simply because you're doing too much. And what do I mean by you're doing too much? You don't understand what it means to compare and contrast. When it comes to comparing and contrasting, to get your bass to blend well with your drums, your bass has to first blend with your kick. If your bass is not blending with your kick, it will be very hard to blend the both of them together. So let's talk about comparing and contrasting. If I have an object that is black in color and I have a black background, if I place that black object in the black background, it's very hard for that object to be visible. Why? The object is camouflaging behind the black background. But if I have a white background and I place that black object in the white background, what happens? The black object will become very visible. Your bass and your kick drum has to complement each other. First of all, they both have to sound good. I mean your kick drum and your bass drum. Now, if you have a digital bass and a digital kick drum, your choice of sound really matters. If your choice of sound doesn't allow both to complement each other, then you're making a big mistake from the manufacturing process. They have to both complement each other. So I have a track over here. It involves the drum, bass, a piano, and a lead vocal. Now this is the way the drum sounds. And this is how the bass sounds. So the drums is already mixed. So we just need to blend our bass with our drums. And how do we do that? Now, let's come over here to where the drums is and listen to the drums. Let's add in the piano. So let's add our bass little by little. So we can see the bass is sounding kind of scattered. So this is the first way I mix bass before I blend it with the drum. It's either I use an high pass filter to shape out and a low pass filter to shape out a range which I really want, first of all. So let's just listen to the bass individually. So two things can be heavy at the same time. One has to sacrifice for the other. So if you want your kick drum to be heavy, your bass has to sound kind of light. And if you want your bass to be heavy, your kick drum has to sound light. Now, this is the way our bass sounds now. I can use a high pass filter to shape out the frequencies I want from the bass. So the only thing I'm taking from the bass is from 50 Hz to 500 Hz. Now let's come over here and try and blend it still. You can see it's blending better with the drums and the whole mix. Now, let's say I don't want to mix it this way. Let's try another way. Another way I can mix my bass is actually use my equalizer. Is to use my equalizer, bend it to my wheel to make it sound good. So let's listen to the bass raw. So the bass is sounding very light. It means it has this kind of brightness. So the first thing I want to do is take out the mid range. Can you see the way it's becoming better? Let's keep on going. Then I need to take out my high end a little bit. And mind you, I can only show you how the equalizer works, but I cannot really tell you why I'm doing what I'm doing. That I think that's one of the most important things in sound or audio engineering. You need to know when and when not to do some certain things. I can teach you the technical parts or how to use it, but I can't teach you when or what exactly. My bass can sound different from your bass, so it means you have to bend your EQ differently to what you're listening to. Let's keep on going. Yeah, I just need to take out my low end a little bit so, so that I can leave some little space for the kick to push through. Let's leave the low end to the bass. And that's exactly what I was talking about when it comes to comparing and contrasting. Now, when my bass is heavy and when my kick drum is heavy and my bass is light, it will be easier to blend both of them together. But when the both of them are heavy, it will be very hard to blend those together. So I want to take out the low end of my bass so that I can leave some space for the kick drum. Then I can now push up my fundamentals a little bit. I can use my band one, turn to a parametric EQ, then come over here. Let's use a quality of, let's say quality of 3 and push up. Then you can see how wide our fundamentals is from here to here. So I can push this place 2 up. Let's use our band 3, our last band, to do that. And another thing I forgot to show you is my compression settings. The way I compress is I compress 8 to 1. That's where I compress my bass. So I compress 8 to 1. So what I'm trying to do is squash the dynamic range of the bass. So I want the low side of the bass and the high side of the bass to become level. That's why I'm using a ratio of 8 to 1. And also my attack time is on 1 millisecond. I will put it on 0, but if it's on 0, I'll cause what we call distortion. And let me show what I'm talking about. This is kind of distorting. When I come over here and push it up a little bit to make the attack of my bass push through first before the compressor ducks it down. But right now we're over compressing. I think that's minus 10 dB. I'll compress it minus 10 dB. Just back up a little bit. And my release time is on 10 milliseconds, and the makeup gain is on auto. So now let's blend our bass with the music. And another secret I use to get my bass to be very large, to make it sound like we're in a room, a big room. You know the way live bass sounds very big. Is let's come over here. I'll create sorry. So what I do is I'll create a reverb bus for just the bass alone. So let's come over here, create an effect bus and use a reverb. So I'm using this Works reverb on Cubase 12. Let's name it a bass reverb. It's in stereo, good. Then what I want to do is I'll just select a preset I call room spread. This guy is slowing down. Okay, yeah, ready. It's still loading. Okay, let me use my own settings. I want the delay to be on like 20 milliseconds. So we're trying to create a room to make our bass sound big. Then the reverb time would be like, let's say 3 milliseconds. I say 3 milliseconds, 300 milliseconds. Then let the mix be 50%. And my low, increase my low to the highest. Now watch what happens when I send my bass to that reverb bus. Listen. Let's start sending. Right now I can't use that kind of I can't use that reverb bus. The reason why is the way the bass is displaying is playing a lot of multiple notes. So this guy will only sound very sweet when he's playing some very long notes that sustain very long. So to sound like we're in a church. So I still feel I need to take out my high end a little bit. So that's just one simple way to blend your live bass with your drums. So this is a live bass and this is a live drums. But when you're trying to blend a digital bass with a digital drums, the best thing is to use sounds that complement each other. Or you can just simply reverse the polarity of either the kick or the bass. Or instead, I will reverse the polarity of the bass drum instead. So it's really not making no difference. So So it's making no difference because of the bass wave is changing consistently. Whereas digital bass, the wave is always the same. So the polarity inversion works. So thank you guys for watching. Hope to see you guys in my next video. If you want to learn how to make drums, thanks for watching.